Alrighty, welcome. This is the second time I'm going to start a Minecraft Dungeons stream because I screwed it up so badly the first time. We didn't have any audio on the first dungeon area at all, and then the second time that I streamed, we literally had one frame every 5 seconds. I think the stuttering and the lag on the stream was unutterably bad. So we're going to do this again. This is an awesome game. I'm really enjoying it. My two sons are really enjoying it, and I want to do it justice. It does not deserve the treatment that I first gave to it. So, good grief. We're going to do this again. My name is Jamie. Hello. Welcome for joining us. Welcome and thank you for joining us. We're going to do some Minecraft Dungeons. I think everything's okay. OBS looks okay. Let's do a quick test in the chat. Test. Yes. Excellent. I don't think I could mess up any worse than I did for the first two videos. So we're just going to jump right in here. And we're going to start from the beginning again. We're going to create a brand new character again. And we're going to do everything again. Let's have an offline game, please. And let's just have a new hero, please. Now, I cannot remember who I chose last time. I would ask chat who we should be. In fact, we could do that every stream. We could ask chat who I should pick. I love this guy's orange togs. I mean, he looks brilliant. He's a little bit too blonde for me, but look at that scar. Obviously, someone who is no stranger to opening cans of whoop tushy. He's a lumberjack guy. Brilliant. I love him. Wonderfully evocative. This is a dude who's just stepped out of Gap. We've got Steve, we've got Alex. Whom shall we play? Whom shall we play? I like this guy. I just love that orange. It's gorgeous. Lovely. Let's do it. And we begin.
The village is burning. No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch-Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you.
You got notified. Hello. Hang on. My gain on my mic is insane. I'm redlining constantly. May I ask you, please? How is the voice compared with the game? Is it okay? Am I too loud? How are we doing? Yes, the content of the voice is always good, but I mean the relative volume. Can't complain. I'll take that. That's lovely. So here we are. Welcome to Minecraft Dungeons, everybody. I'm just looking at the stream on my phone, and it looks smoother than a freshly buttered dolphin. So that's good. We'll take that. I want to come out of the video. I don't want to be watching the video. No. No. Dashboard. There we go. There we go. It says I'm disconnected from chat. Of course I am. I'm only streaming. Why would I want to be in chat? Okay, I'm going to faff with my phone while I'm running around, trying not to get beaten up by zombies. I shall assume... What? I shall assume we're okay. I tap on that. And then tap on that. Okay. I think we're good. Our first mob, and we can't even see him because he was hiding cunningly. Alrighty, so this is Minecraft Dungeons. Obviously it is an ARPG in the vein of Diablo and similar games. Torchlight springs to mind actually for the sheer amount of charm that this game has. It does have its drawbacks, but we are not going to focus on those. We're not going to focus on its drawbacks. Because there aren't many, and they're not serious. They certainly don't get in the way of enjoying the game. There are a few decisions which have probably been made, you know, in terms of time to market. You know, nice to haves. As I say, they are not. You die. Well, how do I get... Oh, good. Thank goodness for that. Skeletons always keep their distance, of course. Much as they do in the main game. Wow, getting whopped already. We just have a sword. And a bow. Ooh, we have infinity though, so that's good. The beauty of upgrading things and enchanting things in this game is that you always get your enchantment points back. These things. You always get them back when you salvage an item. So you get a few emeralds for it. Not many, admittedly. But, oh, I smell an ambush. The Arch Illager. Thank you. It is good to be streaming again. Oh, let's black these two. Do I have any health? 1. Let's not do that. Chat trying to get me killed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now we have an enchantment point. I've never seen all 3 enchantment options open. Many of these are similar to how they are in normal Minecraft. Some of them are new. I don't think we'll upgrade this sword just at the minute. I would like to infinity-ize my bow because the infinity in this game is admittedly broken, but that's just a wonderful thing. Yes, the fireworks arrow. So, aside from your melee weapon, your armour, and your ranged weapon, you have 3 artifacts that you can use, of which this is one. I think that means, yes, artifact. It's level 6, so we're going to put that right down there. Then we get the option to use it here. And then when you fire an arrow, boom, you get a special arrow. It's very simple, really. Matt, you've missed yesterday's stream, but I am rebooting the entire series, so you have technically missed nothing now. I was really unhappy with how I began with the first 2 videos. I was pretty unhappy with the content and how I presented the game, and I was desperately unhappy with yesterday's lag, which was absolutely insane. So if you see anything less than sort of 60 FPS, dude, then let me know. What I have done to try and solve it is I am playing this windowed at the same resolution that I'm streaming it at. So this is 720. This is 720p at 60 frames a second.
You were too late to rescue the villagers, but don't fret. They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them.
I'm sorry. I am sorry about that. But yeah, I was really unhappy with the video. And it's my video, so nah. To camp. So we picked up a fishing rod. Pulls the closest mob in range to your position. Nah. Don't care. So we've got some emeralds back from that. And they go into our little stash up here. And then as you salvage things, you'll notice that you get enchantment points back. So nothing is wasted. Always outnumbered, never outgunned. Now there should be a... I thought there was a chest around here. No, there's not. Okay. I sing on stream. I don't think I've ever sung on stream. Here we have the world map. You know this place is bad news because look at all those angry clouds. Angry! So yeah, first place we need to go is Creeper Woods. We will go there in a moment. Oh, do I have enough? Oh no, he's not even here. How did that sheep get stuck up there? Get down! Even-toed ungulates, you just can't get the staff these days. What's in here? Oh yes, this is our little homestead. Let's hope that fire is properly banked, otherwise this whole thing's going to burn down. There we go. Alrighty, let's get over to Creeper Woods and bring the smack down. So whenever you join, where is it? There it is. So whenever you join an area, you can go on default mode, adventure mode, or apocalypse mode. You need to complete the game in each one to unlock the following one. Hello? Click. There we go. And then you have a power based on your gear, and you can select a difficulty relative to your own power. So we'll just go for default 2. You now watch me get my butt handed to me on a silver platter. Online co-op is available, yes. I have this on the Switch as well, so we've my two kids have been playing. I'll finish this after she's finished speaking.
Somewhere in these woods, a caravan is transporting villager prisoners to labor in far-off lands. Find the caravan and stop the illagers, or there's no telling what dreadful doom will befall our villager friends.
Alrighty. Sorry, as I was saying, online co-op, yeah. You just need a Microsoft account to do it on the Switch. Having some pathfinding troubles there, buddy. Maybe I can help with my sword. Good grief, they take a pounding. Ooh, strength. This is huge fun, just picking them off. It is a little bit. The game is a little bit broken if you make an archery build and then just shoot things before they can join you on the screen. Ooh, farmer. Very nice. So yeah, you can do online co-op, and with the Switch version, you can actually do local co-op as well, which is very cool. Although what happens there is whoever comes in as player 2, this whole area splits. So you have player 1 over here, player 2 over here, and player 2 has to use one of your characters. You know, or they can create a new one. Ah, shoot you. That was lucky. There are quite a few enemies actually. It's not exactly bullet hell, but it's you can really get out of your depth if you're not paying attention. So because I'm using a bow, I can charge my attack by holding right mouse, which is nice. Oh, will you die? Thank you. It's kind of you. Cheers. So as you can see, I'm a bit out of my depth here. So we're going to use that, and that did not do as much damage as I hoped it would. Yes, they do flood you with enemies. Oh, it's a chest. Ah, so the map. The number of secrets on the level is known to you at all times, which is quite handy. There are some secret levels which you can find. Oh, I will try not to spoil those. But I should think this is a chest. Of chests opened fame. Yes, there we go. So the health potion gradually cools down. And you can reuse it over and over, which is nice. Let's have a look at this wolf armor that we have. So we get a health boost, we get a damage boost aura. Not sure if that affects our damage actually. Okay, Sean, sorry. I don't. If someone's not got their name in their nick, then I don't want to name them specifically without. Obviously, it helps you and I have actually met, so I know who you are. I just it's literally just so that I don't mention people's real names if they're not using them online. Alrighty, fire trail. Creates fire when you roll. Cowardice, increased damage at full health. Rolling makes you faster. Weird. That's not bad actually, because I think rolling actually makes you slower. Yeah, sweating a bit. There we go. Blat. Let's have a look. I like not going the way I'm supposed to. And the objective is over that way. You can see that little icon. So I am one of these very sad acts who must explore the whole place. I am an explorer. If you know your gamer archetypes. Where are you going? Party's over here. Well, that was a lucky level up. We were about to fall over there. Okay. So, we have an enchantment point, which we're going to go right ahead and put on... Ugh, die. Good game design if exploring is rewarding. Yes, exploring is usually rewarding in this. Usually. I like that potion. I'll talk about that potion in a moment. Oh, hello. So there we go. That's a secret. And I think it's a chest as well. Oh no, it's not. Okay, so a secret chest is not necessarily a chest. This is cool. A shadow brew. They now can't see me. So I have this buff over here for a few seconds. And I do monstrous damage when I come out of, instead of doing 12, I did 80 something. So it's good for sneaking up on these guys, basically. Shadow Brew is pretty cool. How are we doing? Let's come over here. So again, obviously the game is procedurally designed, procedurally generated, but they do have rooms. And so this here is a room that we're in. It contains this, and so this is always the same every time. So this area will be a room, and then these paths are, generated. And which is cool because then when you recognise the room that you're in, you know what to expect. Also, procedural generation is great, but not if it's just random, everything random all the time. There need to be boundaries. This is Mojang, yes. So here we go. So this is a new location scroll. So what we have just done is we have just found... I'm just going to take a quick screenshot. There we go. For the vodka. This is a new location scroll. We have now discovered Creepy Crypt. Oh yes. It is as awesome as it sounds. I just threw that out of habit, but you can pick up TNT in this game, and then it kind of takes the place of an arrow. So when you right mouse, instead of charging an arrow, you hurl the TNT. And it is quite physics enabled, so you can roll it down hills, or you can throw it right into a wall. So if I throw it here, it will probably bounce over here somewhere. So it helps you if you play pool. But yeah, TNT is enormous fun in this. This is quite small today. Okay, that's a secret. But we're just gonna... Okay, well, there's not a whole lot to kill out here. Bosh. I do get caught on the geometry a lot, that's the only problem. I love that explodey firework. There we go. So that should count, yes, as a secret. There we go. More arrows. Yes. Yes, wearing the TNT like a hat. That would be a far better narrative, but sadly, am I going to die here? I hope not. I need to be holding shift more often because that holds you in place, as with Diablo and similar games. Nothing in here. So yeah, the number of dead ends is just enough to be annoying. But yeah, normally exploring is... You certainly won't find a lot of cool stuff unless you explore. And yeah, you hold the TNT above your head and then hurl it. I prefer the hat theory. The hat theory of TNT. The Big Bang Theory. Yes, I've never watched The Big Bang Theory. Don't at me. I think it's because it was hugely hyped to me. Someone was like, ZOMG, you must watch this. It's the best thing ever. And I thought, nah. Not really. You've only known me to play or stream Minecraft. I must direct you to my YouTube channel, where I have played a ton of other things. But yeah, I have to... Oh, way out, doofus. I have played quite a few other things. I like games that take you somewhere else. I've always played games as escapism, unrepentantly. Escapist games. And bosh. Aha. Ooh, TNT. Lovely. What can we do with this? Have a lot of fun with this. Actually, he's not even bothering to hold that. Look at that. It is a hat. Sean, you were right. It's just a hat. Look at this character. Did I kill a single zombie with that? Typical. Plug it in. Fois. Hui. There we go. Get two of them at least. Come on. Ah, but it sort of refunded itself. Wallop. What way should I be going? Not sure. I'm also noticing a disturbing lack of creepers. Okay, so this is the way we're supposed to be going. So let's not do that. So yeah, I play games that take me somewhere else. I've done a Mass Effect Andromeda stream. I finally got an Elgato last year. Was it last year? So many years have gone by since last year. Or it feels that way anyway. Excuse me. So yeah, what else have I streamed? Streamed some Persona 4. I might even have started... Was it Persona 4? No, it wasn't Persona 4. It was Persona 5. On the PlayStation. I've streamed some Fez. I do like my sort of retro puzzle stuff. What else? What else? Oh, now that you ask. I think my YouTube link should be in the Twitch description somewhere. It should be somewhere there. And you'll find most of it there. Things like extra life streams, that sort of thing, that looks like a secret. But it isn't. Do I have any secrets left? Yes. Yes. Ah, that's the secret. Bingo. Alrighty, so now we have an enchanted item. Oh, sorry, a rare item. Might have been Extra Life 2018. You last saw me online. Yes, it might well have been. I remember you and Dermot were all over my stream and being very supportive, and that was very, very cool. So stream setup at the moment is my Lappy. I've got an Elgato HD60S, which is not currently plugged in. That's a nice bow, and it has infinity, so let's salvage that one. We get back the enchantment point that we used. Power. Let's do infinity, and then we can have swift-footed. Lovely. Oh wait, we've got new armor, more range damage, and burning. Yes, yes, yes. All of that. Cool. So what else? So the PS4 and the Switch, anything that outputs to HDMI now, I can put through the Elgato. I've got a blue Yeti microphone. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I've got a little Logitech webcam as well, which is currently downstairs. My wife likes to do, well, normally go to Zumba class, but of course, since no one's going anywhere or doing anything at the moment, she's doing an online Zumba class, which is extremely enterprising of the chap who runs it. So that's downstairs so that she can do a Zumba by Zoom, or a Zumba by Zoom. Arrow bundle, thank you. Any chests going to appear for me? New. Yeah, it's not a bad setup, to be honest. I put most of it together while I was still working, so it was quite good. I think most of the details should be in my Twitch description as well, just in case. I was going to write an article, actually. I was going to say do a you know, for not particularly technical parents. That's a creeper. Nice. Can I go this way? Not really. So finally we have a creeper on this level. Eat the apple. Where do I go? And there was me saying, where are all the creepers on this level? They're here. They're right here. All of them. So yeah, I first started to stream just Just as a... Ooh, I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if this is a thing I can do. Normally enamoured with the sound of my own voice. Running D&D games for the last 20 years or so. You have to be comfortable with the sound of your own voice. The wildlife does not get a free pass from me because the wildlife can carry apples. Sheep carry apples. Cows give you pork. And lots of other obviously randomised things that could have done with another few seconds of thought. Then again, it's just charming. You know, it doesn't bug me that I kill a cow and it gives me pork chop. It doesn't bug me at all. It just makes me go, ah. Ooh, hello. More than one way to go. Oh, this is definitely a more powerful bow. I can talk for 24 hours straight and keep it interesting. Well, kind of. I think I fell asleep the last couple of times I tried it. I've been on cetirizine for most of this week and I've been absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. But I've come off it for a couple of days, which means I'm not falling asleep anymore, but, you know, more snot. So, hay fever is whopping me right now. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Have we introduced you to our Lord and Saviour, Disco? Down you go. Lovely. Wait, no, this is not the way. This is the way. So yeah, hope... Oh, you fool. I forgot. Don't have any arrows when you're carrying TNT. Ooh. Yeah, one of the very, very minor, and I do mean very minor gripes that I had with this game, is that stuff looks interesting. Stuff looks interesting, and you think to yourself, oh, that's a cool thing I can get to. And then you spend 45 minutes trying to get to it, and you can't, because it's not a thing you can get to. Like down here. It's like, oh wow, look at this. Oh, there's spider webs and a kill plane. Cool glowy mushrooms and spider webs and a kill plane. Don't do it. Don't make the same mistakes as Uncle Jamie. Here we are. Nice. Nom. Yes, all of this. Excellent. Tasty, tasty emeralds. Whoa. Bosh. I do like the fact that it is still a firework. It doesn't just explode at you. It gives you pretty colours. Okay, so now we can't be seen, so let's go and do some real damage. There we go. Is there no camera rotation? If there is, I haven't found it. Normally page up and page down, isn't it? Or home and end. Nah. I should have a look actually, because if there is, that would be very... What? No, I'm not using one of those. I'm using a keyboard and a mouse. I'm not an animal. Key bindings. No, don't think so. They do have left-handed controls, which is very nice. I am not a left-handed individual, but if I was, I would appreciate that. Kill that pig before it makes off with all the sweet loots. What did you drop? Death Cap Mushroom, Swiftness Potion, Axe and Apple. I'll take that. That's not bad. More tasty emeralds. Free the villagers. Alright. So now we've come a long way. I'm beginning to worry that the sword that we have is really pants. So let's step back over here. Yeah, it's a pity. I would quite have liked maybe just to change the angle that we're looking at the action. Might be nice to zoom out or zoom in or have a little bit more control over that. Although I can see that getting away from people quite quickly, especially on the Switch. The right joystick on the Switch controls actually controls your dodge roll, so that you can. Whoops, that was too loud. You can dodge in a direction by touching that right joystick. You know, so if your left thumb hasn't quite got the message and it's running forward into battle, and you see one too many zombies, you can just tap backwards and you'll roll in that direction, which is nice. An air purifier in the office. I could do that. I can run that past the lady, my wife. Hello, love. I need to get an air purifier. We kill these people with vast prejudice. Terminate with extreme prejudice the enchanters. Because what they do is they take an ordinary mob and they make it 4,000 times tougher than it has a right to be. Pork chop from a sheep. Where is my case? But yeah, my hay fever. To be honest, my hay fever is not normally bad in Northamptonshire. It was appalling in London because of all those plane trees. What's that done? That hasn't done anything right now. Plane trees, yeah. The you know, the ones that are all over, you know, by Euston, all the way down into Soho, all the way around Leicester Square is plane trees. They've got a very distinctive looking bark. It's like one colour, but someone's like taken a razor and shaved it a slightly different colour up and down the trunk. I'll see if I can find a shot of what I mean. But yeah, when those trees start spitting out all the pollen, it's just oof. Used to swell my face shut from May to September, basically. Which is what everyone joined this stream to hear. Die. I will. Ooh, that's cool. I've never seen this little bit down here before. That's new. Or rather, it's probably a PC thing. Where? How do I? Oh, it must be up this way. Sneaky like ninja. What? Cows have emeralds. You heard it here first, folks. Yeah, I never knew its name either. I'm a programmer. I'm not a botanist, but the it was very much a case of what is this thing that kills me? So I had to find out its name. Is there anything back this way? No, not really. Okay. Wow, those guys are tough. Am I carrying... You see the axe doesn't even... Oh, but we have an enchantment point, so okay, we can do something. Rampaging. 10% chance. It happens every time. 10% chance to increase attack speed by 50%, which is nice. Sword is not the fastest of items. How is the action on screen? Is it all still fairly smooth? Let's just do sharpness. Let's keep it simple. There we go. Things dying a little bit easier. Let's just cheese you guys behind this pillar. You can also cheese people from behind walls and such. But again, that's just funny. It's enjoyable. Oh no, there's millions of them. Boom! Hang on, wasn't it red and pink last time? Does it give you a different colour every time you use it? That's brilliant. I like that. They shouldn't have told you that. What's that? That's Hagrid. Been watching Harry Potter with the kids again. Nathan is so desperate to get to Harry Potter 8. We watched The Philosopher's Stone. It's like, right, should we watch the next one? No! Watch 8! Pedants in the audience, including your host, will say things like, no, it's Harry Potter 7 Part 2, actually. Yeah. He's so desperate to get to the last one. It's not my favourite one, I have to say. I think I prefer the one we've just seen, which was number 5, I think. Spoilers, is the one where Bellatrix kills a major character. And Harry chases her through the corridors and eventually uses Crucio on her. No, Harry, you have to mean it. I was like, yes! In the cinema, I was up out of my seat. Yeah! Go, Harry! So awesome. Crucio on Bellatrix. Very nice. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you again. Can I reach you? No. Prisoner of Azkaban is your favourite. Yeah, I like how that begins, actually. That begins very much Harry in the wizarding world on the night bus and such, not being led around by the nose, just on his own. I think we all remember what that feels like. I remember the first time I caught a night bus after being chased by a hellhound. Nightmare. Bop. 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 You guys like getting behind these pillars, don't you? Oh, sorry, fell asleep there. Right, let's go. Throw that, and they'll come running. Come on, guys. I'll stand still so I can just mess you up with the TNT. I didn't know creepers could just suddenly appear. That's distressing. Hello. Goodbye. Let's go this way. There used to be. Yeah, not today. Used to be a little urn there. Oh, hello. Oomph. See, that was blue that time. That's so cool. The firework debris gives you different colours. So cool.
These villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers, all thanks to you.
Well, yes, I am rather heroic and smashing. What's in the box? Boots of Swiftness. Now, this always drops on that level. And this always drops at the end. So I wonder if they're tooling us up with the standard. So the Death Cat Mushroom vastly increases your attack and movement speed. It really does. It's mental. And then Boots of Swiftness give you a boost to your speed. Sputtering the average beer. Oh, let's just say a word here about deflect. This is very, very nice. It seems to proc all the time, so when you run into hundreds of skeletons like I seem to want to do all the time, all those arrows go right back at them, which is very cool. Deflect plus thorns on a piece of armour is rude. Okay. Thank you. 426. 426. Let's go. Sickles. Okay, we'll do it at the end. Okay. What actually are my top 3 games of all time? Well now, this is a conversation. I don't know really. Again, games that take me somewhere else. I would have to say that Journey is in my top 3 by that game company. Because I was frankly moved to tears when that finishes. It's only you can complete that game easily in 2 hours. But it's so gorgeous, and it's stripped down to the point where, oh yes, boink, salvage that. It's stripped down to the point where it is just a beautiful thing. So that's definitely on the list. What else? It depends. I mean, I was playing games right back into the 8-bit era. So I think the first game I ever played was Elite, and it would have been around 1984 with my uncle. So I'd have been about 5. It's ages ago. I'm like 21 now. And that was on the Acorn Electron. So that would have been 2 colours. Black or white, wireframe 3D graphics. Some of the first 3D graphics ever to hit a home, computer system or console system. Do I have enough emeralds for it? Yes, I do. Come here. Yes. More hunter's armor. It's better than the hunter's armor we've got. I'm not sure about those enchantments though, so we'll bin that for now. So yeah, Elite holds a special sort of place in my heart because I played Elite in 1984. I played it again in 1991. I can't remember when Frontier came out, but that was the sequel, Elite 2. That had a lot of procedural generation in it, actually. They created an entire galaxy, hundreds of thousands of star systems. Every single star system had planets, and planets had moons, and some planets had space stations and all the rest of it. And they did all of this by just running a recursive algorithm on the golden ratio. And so if you went to this particular location and you looked up this particular star system, all it had to do, it was not look anything up on disk, because Elite 2 came on like 1 or 2 floppies at most, and it just generated it on the fly. It was a deterministic algorithm. So every time you give it the same number, you get the same data back. Should we do Soggy Swamp? Or shall we do the Creepy Crypt? Blue Danube, yeah, I mean, how beautiful to have docking to a waltz anyway. It's really cool. Yeah, what else is on that? What else is on that soundtrack? They had Mazorgsky, didn't they? They had Night on the Bear Mountain. They had loads of really good. I tried to build it once in Spotify. I ran out of inspiration. I couldn't remember what all the other tracks were. So yeah, Elite 2, Frontier was a seriously cool thing. Let's dive into Soggy Swamp, because Soggy Swamp is tricky, because the boss at the end of Soggy Swamp is an unpleasant individual. I did play Elite Dangerous actually. In 2014, I took Dash to EGX actually. He was like 5 at the time.
A coven of wicked witches live at the heart of the sinister swamp. They conjure up all manner of brews to empower the Arch Illager and his ever-growing army. If If you don't find and defeat those witches, the Illagers will be unstoppable. But tread carefully. The swamp is home to many horrors.
No, I don't say swamp funny. I just say swamp sometimes because that's what it looks like. At the moment, my 6-year-old has just realised that he can read all the things, and so he reads all the things all the time. But of course, English is completely mental language, and so we say yes, it does say swamp, honey, but we pronounce it swamp. And he looks at it, and you can tell that his little brain is going swamp. Swamp. And you can tell that he can see swamp. And we're saying no, say it's swamp. Why? Oh, just because. Trust me on this. You want to say swamp. And so, yeah, it's rubbed off. I just look at words and say them how they... And plus he'll say, how do you pronounce a word? You know, he'll know a word. Not pronounce, he'll know a word. I'm going to die. Boom. And so you can see that insane attack speed from the mushroom. Don't do mushrooms, kids. And you know, he'll know a word and to say it, but he'll ask me to spell it, and so I'll say, right, it's spelt like this, and then he'll look at me funny, and I'll say, yes, it's because English is whack. And do not suffer a witch to live. Oof. Their opening gambit, witches, is they throw a nasty purple damage over time potion at you. Oh, for pity's sake. Well, at least I killed something that time. See, I'm shooting an arrow down there. Why couldn't I? Oh, never mind. I do not like these guys. Every time you kill a slime, it becomes more slimes. So, kind of, why bother in the first place, you know? Oh yeah, like a scene instead of a shorm, yeah. Oh, I can't charge attacks anymore because I've got a crossbow. Nice and fast though, I like that. You will often see me cheesing things from a distance. Like, there we go. Oh, that poor slime got dumped off the bridge. Yeah, you can't get your little potions past me, can you? Cyan. Oof. Anyone who pronounces it that way will not be saved. During the end times, they will not be saved. Please let us aboard the Ark. It's the end times. But take us with you. Wait a minute. How do you pronounce this name? Cyan? Wheels up, guys. We're off. Leave these guys behind. Oh, tiny taunt things. Oh, there you go. There's me standing in the dock. Don't stand in the fire. Okay, put some distance. There we go. Strength potion always handy. So those are the things we're trying to kill here. So yeah, top 3 games. Definitely, I think definitely Journey. Possibly an Elite in there somewhere, and then probably something that I played in the 16-bit era. Sonic 2 maybe, something like that. Oof, do not stand in that. Are we going to see a death? I think we might, you know. Not today. Well, I made that a lot harder than it needed to be. But then again, you know, I am a massive RPG fan. So then you start looking at RPGs. You've got games like Baldur's Gate. You've got Icewind Dale. You've got, obviously, the greatest RPG ever written, which is Don't Stand in Fire. Yes, I love RPGs, he said, standing in fire. No, miss me with that. Nope, 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 nope. Obviously, I can't kill creepers fast enough yet. That's a problem. This bow is nice. Bow does lots of damage. We like bow. Let's keep using bow. Am I using hunter armor? Yes, that's why. So yeah, you're looking at Planescape Torment, which is unashamedly the best RPG ever written. Ooh. Bosh. Perish as you should. Die. Seriously. Heal. But there are recent contenders for that crown. For Extra Life 2019. Was it 2019? For Extra Life, I played Disco Elysium by Studio Zaum. I'm not actually sure how you pronounce that. Is it initialism? Is it an acronym? Who knows? I don't know. Eat the apple. So yeah, Disco Elysium was amazing. R-rated as all get out, but really, 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 really a breath of fresh air. Because, you know, I never thought I'd say this, but a man can have too many orcs and elves and princesses and dragons that need saving and all this kind of thing. I just need one more thing. There it is. Just realised I don't have the health to go up against creepers one-on-one. We're going to die. I've done it. I found all the things. But then I'm also quite a keen strategy fan. So I like my Civ. I like my Civilization. Baby zombies. I like Civ. I'm a recent convert to Anno. Really enjoying the Anno series. But then, of course, I've temporarily forgotten the name of the company. That's really embarrassing. Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Absolute kings and queens of vertical slice. They've released almost all of their games as like in alpha or in beta as vertical slice, and the games have always been spectacularly polished, even back then. You know, maybe not terribly well balanced, you know, because you often need a whole load of. Come on, Enderman. Darn it! Just completely wasted that. Completely wasted that firework. I'm just doing so much more damage. I'm going to die here. Not sure how I didn't die there, actually. Ubisoft, no. No, it's not a Yubi game. Amplitude. There we go. I think they're a French studio. I think they're based in Paris. And absolutely everything they release is amazing. They have multiple games set in their own Endless universe. So Dungeon of the Endless was the first game by them that I played. Then there's Endless Legend, which is like Civilization. It's a 4X Oh, hang on. Explore, exploit, expand, and exterminate. Yes, there we go. 4 X's. Not Castlemaine, sadly. It's the first game I played. This Endless Legend is a 4X game which has a fantasy bent to it, but it's quite a modern, like retro futuristic fantasy sort of thing. And heal. And then there's Endless Space, which is a 4X game with planets and such. Boom! Am I going the right way? Who cares? So yeah, anything by Amplitude is amazing. Well worth playing. Do we have any secrets? No. Okay. Why are you exploring, Jamie? Daggers. Level 10. And we have multiple enchant slots. Tasty. Excuse me. Salvage that bad boy. And that... Ooh, what's this? Scatter. 16 times 3. That's greater than 24. But only if you hit with all the projectiles. Yeah, not right now. Nah. Cool. Oh, Ubi was for Anno. Yes, sorry, you are quite right. Yes. Anno I've played in the last few weeks. I really quite enjoyed it, actually. Presses all my OCD buttons, which is not necessarily a good thing. Wallop! Wow, the daggers are nice, but they don't do very much damage. Probably because you haven't enchanted them, you fool. Let's enchant them then. What have we got? Committed deals damage, increased damage against already wounded. It's not bad, actually, because the first time we hit them, they'll be wounded. And then we get bonus damage. Leeching, rampaging, and sharpness. Okay, so let's grab a committed. Let's grab a rampaging. Because the more hits we can put down, the more speed we can put down, the more... Oh, that looks awesome. So yeah, Amplitude. So 4X games, Civ, and the Endless series, anything like that is gold. What else? So yeah, I go through genres a bit. I've played the Elder Scrolls. Morrowind is probably in my top 5 or top 10 because I sank so many hours into that game. It's obscene. Ah, Jamie, you've not got an arrow. Come on. Slime has dropped pork now. Excellent. Shoot you. Let's go this way. And you. And you. And the horse you rode in on. There we go. Bosh. Lovely. So yeah, but if it was a desert island, floppies situation, which sounds actually like a Channel 5 late night film. If I could only take 3 games, it would have to be something like Sonic 2, some kind of fast twitch platformer. All the emeralds. This is the problem with Shadow Brew, is you end up running out of it before you have something to kill. Whoa. I knew she could reach me from there. There we go. Yeah, definitely something like Sonic 2. Probably something like Frontier Elite 2 or First Encounters. First Encounters probably for the additional ships. Thargoids. Oh yes. Good stuff. And then probably something like Civilization 5. Or Endless Space 2. Something like that. Or just Journey. Wow. Daggers. Daggers plus mushrooms. That was obscene. I was a machine. Did you see that? That was amazing. All top 3 films of all time next. You're going to go all the way through all my secret password answers, aren't you? Die. There we go. So, top 3 films. See, I'm tempted to say Star Wars Episode 4. I know it's trendy to say 5, but I saw 4 first. And I know that if, you know, you study film, then 5 is a better film. I know that. But my emotions say, get out of town. 5 is not as good as 4. So I'm tempted to say Episode 4. What else? I mean, I've seen the Pixar film Cars about 9,000 times because it was Dash's favourite film when he was growing up, and he went through a phase of about 2 years where he would watch nothing else, only Cars. And I'm like, no, seriously, you should watch Toy Story. No, you know, literally nothing else, and I can still watch that movie. Do you know what I mean? It's not ruined for me. Multiple witches is always a bad position. Eat the apple. Slay her. Get out of there. Oof. Start using arrows, Jim. 3 witches over there. What? There we go. So favourite 3 movies. Probably. Well, definitely one of my favourite movies is Lost in Translation. Without a shadow of a doubt. What else? I love these daggers, they're awesome. Heal. Where am I going? I'm lost. Going this way. So Lost in Translation. I don't know. The Matrix, possibly. Something like Hackers. I don't know. As soon as you start getting into 80s movies, it starts to get very, very dangerous because, you know, there are so many 80s movies that are, you know, firm favourites. Back to the Future. Marty McFly still informs my dress sense. What else? God, Ghostbusters, Hackers, all of that good stuff. And then you know, getting into sort of more modern stuff, anime, Ghibli especially. You've got Spirited Away. Spirited Away was the first Ghibli movie I saw, but I immediately then went away, and my wife and I obtained over the next several years all the back catalogue. Well, all the back catalogue that we could. We found them very difficult to come by in the UK, so we ended up buying them in France. Because obviously they would be in French, but they would also have the American dub. That's a neat tip, by the way. If you like your cinema and you can't find something in the UK, get it in France. And then load up with booze on the way back. Apparently you can, like, everyone knows that you've got a personal allotment of alcohol to come back from France with. But nobody really knows how much it is. Let me tell you how much it is. It's like 90 litres per person. 90 litres per person. That's obscene. That's a ridiculous amount of alcohol. And they don't do it by units. They do it just by 90 litres. So you can have 90 litres of 50% proof moonshine. Don't recommend that. You will go blind. Boom. What have I drunk? I'm rampaging, but what did I drink? We don't know. I'm confused. Hang on, I've still got... What? How have I still got a firework? Is it firing more than once? Huh? Is it affected by infinity? No, that would be rude. So yeah, another non-answer really for the top 3 films. I'm fairly sure. Certainly Lost in Translation. Something like Spirited Away by Ghibli. What else? Oh, miss me with this stuff. Come on. Top 3 alcoholic beverages. Whiskey. Whiskey. No, I can do something like... I can drink something like a lager, but it has to be a really hot day. I have to be really thirsty for lager. Otherwise there's just, you know, there's not enough time in the world. So yeah, probably a single malt whiskey. Nothing too peaty, to be honest. Like an Auchentoshan or a... Ah, here we go. This is the boss. This is a problem. Wow, we did phenomenal damage, but now we're in trouble. This is crazy. I used to really like Southern Comfort, actually. I used to do immense amounts of damage on Southern Comfort. I'm just going to kite these guys around until I can't kite them anymore. Oh, hello, baby zombie. Can't actually attack you, bizarrely. Darn it. Daggers are, I'm telling you, it's insane. Oh, I got started fast. Oh. Died again. You can die after the boss, by the way, because I did that on the Switch. I did that on the very, very last level. The very, very final boss. Killed him and then got beaten up. He left a massive damage rotating laser beam thing on the screen after he died. Have we done this level? Oh, we missed a chest. That's a pity. But no secrets. So no secret level. Yes, there is a secret level here.
And it'll be a long time before the witches recover.
Yeah, I'm loving these daggers, by the way. Awesome. So yeah, whiskey is my main thing. Partial to some dark rum. And basically any cocktail that's like got ridiculous amounts of cream and Oreos in it, you know, anything. Not like your classics, like your Warbanger or your Mojito or anything like that. No, just like packet full of ice cream and cookies and vodka, and I'm good. Woot! This looks nice. So there's a huge amount of melee area, so you know you damage for miles around with a glaive. It is slow though, as you can see, but sometimes you can make up for it. Echo, for example, just gives you 3 attacks. Rampaging. Again. Sorry, rampaging. Again. Increases your attack speed. Yes, I think this... Yes. I think this is a little bit better than the daggers. Or is it? I don't know. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Tempted to keep it now, you know. Oreos in a drink, seriously. Well, they sort of crush them. You know, it's like an alcoholic Knickerbocker Glory, really. It's like an alcoholic Sunday. Don't judge me. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. It's got its own name. Chance to regain arrows. That is literally, well, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we have our first unique item. The enchantment's distinctly underwhelming though. Pets attack targeted mobs. Well, alright. I don't know, you know. I'm not impressed. Then again, it is still much nicer than what we're using. So let's bin that. Let's bin those. And let us enchant away. Bonus shot. Second shot has reduced damage. That's not a huge amount of damage. Fuse shot is nice. I do like that. Basically, fuse shot, you just sort of slap some TNT on every shot you fire. And it's lovely. Echo, yes. Rampaging, yes. And let's enchant this bad boy. Burning twice. There we go. Okay, so we are actually quite nicely tricked out now. Obviously we're still burning. Oomph, 61. Right. Presumably this is for your pet to attack. And as you can see, we can glaive from miles away. So that's very nice as well. So yeah, I think we have streamed for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. I think I will stop this here. And bid you good night. Thank you very much for joining me on my first Minecraft Dungeons stream. There have not been any other videos. Please don't go looking for them. Rebooting this thing, and hopefully I'm going to find that there are very, very few. No, thank you. I thought we'd straightened this out. You are to be thanked. It's so much easier to talk to like a person rather than, you know, just me who's not a person. So yeah, it's awesome to be able to talk to a human being. Where am I going? I'm kind of idly looking for another chest. You do tend to get those little emerald chests dotted around. It'd be nice to have another. Oh, we've got tons of emeralds. Let's do more looting. More looting. Heavy crossbow. Lovely. Trick bow. Hits multiple targets. Another crossbow. It's trying to get a point across here, buddy. Old buddy, old pal. Old pal, old buddy. Oh yes, the rapid crossbow is funny. It is literally a machine gun. Literally a machine gun. Powerful shots. Look at that. 39 range damage. A 19 to 47 is not shabby. Wow. Fine. So, as I was saying, thank you very much for joining me for the stream. Yeah, this is a lovely, lovely and charming game. It does lack a little bit of depth at the moment, but there is DLC on the way with many more levels. There are some funky secrets to keep people enjoying things. And as I say, the kids can't get enough of this game. There you go. There's Fuse Shot. Lovely. So yeah, thank you very much. My name is Jamie. And thank you for joining me for Minecraft Dungeons. And I shall see everybody soon. Have a good night.